Previously on Tribbel series.
I want to tell you about Tribbel. It's a new tool for genuinely connecting human beings.
Preparing for the interview almost every day. I don't believe it. We're going to the airport.
I was not doing well mentally.
I'm not sure if I should trust my intellect or trust my intuition.
Hardest thing I had to do in my adult life.
Welcome to the United States.
And I quit my job.
During the month leading up to my decision of quitting my job, I knew that there are going to be a lot of changes, and I was looking for some inspiration.
Hey Google, tell me an inspiring story.
Thanks, I'm glad you liked it.
Google, you didn't tell me anything. Tell me an inspiring story.
Thanks, I'm glad you liked it.
Luckily, I remembered something. The Egyptian Revolution.
Millions of Egyptians came down to the streets in nationwide protests.
People are gathering in the largest demonstrations against President Hosni Mubarak.
Even though the revolution didn't succeed on the long run, living through it fueled my rebellion against the status quo and my belief that big change is possible. So I decided to submit my 2 weeks notice and resign on the same day, 12 years later, 25th of January.
People are talking about the recession. There are layoffs going on. In the past couple of days, I have been reflecting quite a bit, and when I arrived to the decision, I wanted to let you know that it was a rough time for me, and I just recall how you supported me during this time. I'm very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. I'm gonna stick through until I finish everything that I have, so that anybody who's taking over after, they would have full information about the work that I did.
Or anything that would make you change your mind, want to stay?
At the end, like, our lives, we don't know how long we have. When I asked myself, if today is your last day, what do you want to do? I would like to live in alignment with my purpose. I want to find a community, and I would like to build something that enable people to find community as well.
A couple of months before leaving my job, I was wondering what will I do after. I knew two things. I didn't want to spend the winter in Seattle, and I couldn't build Tribbel alone. So I needed to find a co-founder and a team. So I came up with a plan. To escape the winter, I decided to sell all my stuff and go somewhere sunny.
Okay, right now I'm just taking pictures so I can list these things on Facebook Marketplace and offer up and hopefully get people buying these things.
I knew that I had to move out, but the question was, where? I didn't know. I had an idea. To maximize my mobility and cut the cost of living, I decided to move into a van. Buying the van was interesting. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace from a guy named Stefan.
Stefan, how's it going?
I didn't know anything about vans, but I remember when I first met Stefan and I saw the van, I wasn't so sure if I should buy it or not. It was old and squeaky and had 250,000 miles on it.
It looks pretty rusty.
But they did a lot of work on it already.
I tried to get a pre-purchase inspection, but
Do you have an appointment for today?
You don't.
We're appointment only.
Oh, really?
luckily I spotted a mechanic from the shop and I asked him for a favor.
I know that you only have appointments, but I was wondering, just a favor, would you take just a look at the engine? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it so much. Thanks. Yeah, I feel very underprepared, you know?
You can just you learn as you go.
This is so short for me. I'm almost 6 feet, and this is so short. I said almost, for those who are saying I'm not 6 feet.
There were a couple of challenges from the get-go. I had so much stuff in my apartment. I had a very short amount of time to sell everything. I didn't have any experience converting vans. I didn't have a garage or anywhere to build. So what did I have? I had a dream that one day my 2 little children... okay, I'm sorry, this is the wrong dream.
My 4 little children.
So now my time was split between work, converting my van, and selling my stuff. It was utter chaos.
How's it going? Do you think it's gonna fit in the car? Okay. It's a bit dusty, but this will be cleaned. Thank you. Awesome. Have a great day. 10 gallons for $60. Did I pick the wrong time to do this van life thing? I'm going to see if I can use the pump to actually pump some water from here to there.
I started building the van following YouTube videos. Luckily, the van had the floor and the ceiling already done. I bought some wood and some tools and made some sort of a bed frame. I fixed some things here and there with the electric system in the van, and at the same time I was selling stuff from my apartment.
Selling this back right now, so just putting the charger and everything together, and I'll have to remove my Expand Journey stickers. Let's go. Bye, baby. I'm gonna miss you. It was fun. Okay, I think I'm here. Hi. So sorry I'm late. Right now it's on the fastest mode. You can take it for a test ride if you want. I would
for him.
I would suggest lowering the
Can you lower
speed.
it for
Yeah.
him?
But it's very fun, honestly.
I think my son likes it, unfortunately.
You can, you know what? Just you can actually take it only for 2K.
You
Yeah,
sure?
yeah.
Thank you.
I was still looking for someone to build Tribbel with, so I kept pitching it everywhere. I pitched it to my friends from college.
What's the concept of Tribbel?
Human connections and community building. There are 3 modes on the app. The MVP will only have one of those modes. I tried to get some of my friends that I trusted, but it didn't work out, so I ended up leaving Seattle without forming a team. Since I was going to lose my medical insurance, I went to get an eye exam.
Around this corner here, go ahead and make a right.
I went to the dentist to fix my teeth. And finally, I pushed the last bit of code and then I submitted my computer. Okay, computer submitted.
So 6 days from now, I'm leaving the apartment that I'm in. And I'm feeling so depleted of energy and...
Even though I sold a lot of stuff, I still had so much more. I spent the last day before my lease ends moving everything into this van, even though I wasn't ready. I was struggling, but I got lucky, and my friend Yash, even though he was moving out on the same day, came and helped me clean my apartment.
That's so okay. But then, did we keep any of those shelves?
I think maybe one. I don't remember.
Sad.
Oh wow, it's very important. I can't believe I just had it kind of on the ground like that. Okay, as you guys can see, things are pretty messy and it's empty now. Whew. Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
I'm good.
That's good.
This wasn't the best strategy looking back, but I needed a big push to get things started. After I loaded everything into the van and I was about to start my journey, the engine didn't start. I was so sad and tired. It was already 1 a.m. in the morning. I left the waiting signal going on for the whole time I was loading stuff from my apartment to the van, which drained the battery. Luckily, I had gotten a membership at AAA, and this is not sponsored by them, but I called them and they helped me jumpstart my van at 2 a.m. in the morning. We were off to an incredible start. I was so tired to start driving anywhere, so I decided to spend the night in Seattle, stealth camping. To be honest, it was really scary.
So this is my first night in the van. I don't have curtains, so I'm just gonna turn off the light. And good night.
Okay, so right now I have loaded my van with all my stuff and I'm off to Arizona. I will start driving right now. I'll probably arrive at Salt Lake City by midnight. I'll stay for the night at Salt Lake. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
I took a pill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool.
Coming up in the next episodes of Tribbel.
Things that you don't even know that you would like attending are gonna be suggested to you.
Like the Teletubbies, you know?
Don't forget to subscribe and sign up on our website.